Okay, I guess I'm back again. But this is gonna be more straight to the point because there's some stuff I want to talk about. So yeah, giving the wake of everything that's been going on since the Backstreet Boys tour, um, it, this this Rona stuff. It's like there's so much going on that just has me like just worried and concerned for my neighbors in a ways that I'm not usually concerned about. It's like my neighbor across the street, Sherman, is like he's been in his house since the 70s. He's like the only other neighbor I have who is a permanent resident. Because most of the neighbors, most of the people that move into this neighborhood are renters. Are generally renters. I mean, that's not the biggest issue. I mean, yeah, a lot of them don't teach their kids about littering and personal property and like shit. But Sherman's a good dude, and and he's been he's non-mobile. It's like he had a back surgery or hip surgery or some shit, and he's been confined to a wheelchair for like the last 7-8 months. No, longer than that. Since the end of last year, I believe it was. But yeah, it's the thing going on. Like, I haven't seen his son Randy in a while. Sherman haven't seen him outside in a long ass time. Last time I saw him outside, I was carrying him outside. He was in the wheelchair. I was pushing him. It's just there's so much just uncertain shit going on right now. So I'm seeing people loading stuff out of his car, out of his house. There's a dumpster in his driveway. They moved his car without starting it. But the thing is like, and so I see people moving stuff out, and I see a big black truck parked Somalian style in front of his house. So it's like I go over there and I ask him like, "Yo, what's up?" I mean, I put my mask on first, obviously, because I see from my shit everyone outside walking around has a mask on. I'm like, yeah, I'll go talk. I'll go see what's up with my neighbor, because I mean, with the exception of this last year, because my lawnmower wasn't working, I've been doing his lawn since I moved back into the house, since I moved back home from staying with my brother out in St. Louis Park. It's like I have a respect for Sherman because of what he's done for this country. Because he did what was a valid option for a lot of African Americans in this country. It's like he joined the military, he served, he fought in Vietnam, he survived Vietnam. He came back and he used his money, he used his GI Bill, and he bought a house. He was married to a white woman for many years, which is one of those things. Is like maybe 5-6 years ago she passed away, which was crazy because we all thought Sherman was gonna go first. It's like it was just one of those things where his health was always like in not the best condition. But yeah, I went over there and I talked to his son-in-law. His son-in-law is married to his daughter that I met. His daughter is the pastor of a church on Broadway. So I kind of know her. I don't really know her. I don't even know her first fucking name, to be honest. But I met his daughter at least once. And sorry, that siren is Wednesday. First Wednesday of the month. But yeah, so I go over there and I'm asking him like, and he starts telling me, he starts filling me in on everything that's going on with Sherman. Everything from, yeah, Sherman's in the nursing home, and then he tells me Randy's is in assisted living. It's like, no, they're both in different assisted living, but Randy's in there for, I mean, I'm gonna put him on blast because it's fact, it's word, and the son-in-law told me. But Randy's on is on drugs as well. Is on drugs. Not to say as well. That's just a slip. Because Sherman's not on drugs. He's very old and non-ambulatory. But I'm sure. If I came out with a joint, he might hit it. He might. But yeah, it's crazy. But he's talking about, so the son-in-law, like, he's a contractor. He's like, yeah, you can't work with him here, so he's gone, and they're gonna put up cameras for, 1, security of the house. Great, all for that. 2, just so he can be able to check in on Sherman, make sure Sherman's okay. And yeah, and I think that is very swell and very nice and admirable. But then there's some other things he said. He's just like, keep your eye on the house. If people come around, they might be just, looking to strip it of copper. Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. That's what people do. That's what people do in the hood. They see an abandoned house, it'll be stripped of copper in like 2 nights. 1 night. I mean, I've seen the aftermath of it happen. It's like, because before Midget bought this house, there was a house that we looked at, and all the copper had been taken out. And they were like, because all the copper was out, they were like, they had cut the asking price in like half. And it's like, but yeah, that's just crazy that everything's been going on. And it's like, somehow I almost forgot about my neighbor. It's like, yes, and some people are like, yeah, why do you care about your old neighbor? And I'm like, well, because he's my neighbor. He it's like, unlike our commander in chief, our celebrity in chief, it's like, I think there's nothing more admirable for people to do than join the military, because we have a volunteer military service. Yeah, and I'm just hoping that everything's okay. Randy is in assisted living because of his drug problems. Because Randy, and I should have suspected Randy was on drugs a long ass time ago, because I remember telling him, like, I might not get to your yard because my lawnmower is not working and I've been shot and my leg's sore. Keep it in 100. Which is fine, right? Whatever. If you want to let someone else do the line because I can't do it, that is totally okay with me. I'm not gonna be too upset or butthurt about it. But there's just so much random ass stupid shit has happened where it's like, Randy's in the hospital from his own drug use. Sherman's in the hospital is in assisted living because he's non-ambulatory, he's non-mobile. It's like, from the legs down, he's dead. He has nothing going on. And it's like, yeah, it's like, what do you do when your neighbor is like that? And it's like, yeah, he's kind of an old man. Yeah, he's kind of annoying sometimes, because absolutely, whenever I do his lawn, it takes me like an extra 2-3 hours to do it, because he wants all this extra shit done. He wants to come and supervise. And yes, that's absolutely annoying. It's, who likes to be micromanaged? No one. But you still have to have some compassion, still have to care about your neighbors, what your neighbors are doing, like how your neighbors are doing. And most importantly, are my neighbors gonna break into my house? Are my neighbors gonna watch my house while I'm out of town, while I'm in the hospital? And the answer to that question, absolutely fucking yes. Absolutely yes. Wow. I've so lost this game. But yeah, I just want to talk about Sherman because he is the person who I do have respect for, even though he annoys the shit out of me sometimes. It's like, yeah, yes, he's a doddering old man, but he fought for this country. It's like he lost his wife. He's in that house by himself until Randy moved in, and it's like there's not a whole lot to do. It's just, yeah, they're moving shit out. They're organizing it. They're gonna make it more handicap accessible, and they're going to add cameras, lots and lots of Nest cameras. Well, not Nest, but something of the sort. But since I've lost this match, I feel like this might be a good place to wrap up the video. Yeah, it's just it's just crazy the shit that I'm kind of worried about. I'm not really, but it's important to care for your neighbors. It's important to be aware of what's going on in your neighborhood. And it was just like there was just too much going on over there for me not to say anything. That was just too much. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Uh, I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know what to say, but like, comment, subscribe, share. I don't I don't know. But do yourselves a favor. Do everyone a favor. Check on your neighbors. Check on your neighbors, whether elderly, young, old. Just check on your neighbors. See how they're doing. In the midst of all this coronavirus bullshit, in the midst of all this fucking dumbass shit with our fucking elections and what's his name? Fucking our commander in chief and these ignorant ass fucking white nationalists. Just check on your neighbors, check on your friends, check on your family. Just make sure people are okay. That's how I'm gonna end this. Just that. And I don't believe in God, so I'm not gonna say God bless, but have a good night. Wife.